Hey, what's up guys? It's Team Hardlife, Captain Albert Zertucci here. Alright, today I'm planning a trip to go continue fishing this drum tournament. It goes all the way till the 31st of this month. So, I like the Quick Links. They're made by another company. And what it is the ones I showed y'all before were a bit smaller. They were an 80-pound test and they worked good. But they wouldn't last for the long term of things that I do. And that is the occasional backlash. Yes, I do use Abbott's, and yes, they have greatly improved my casting ability, but at the same time too, it's not 100% free of backlashes. I mean, it's going to happen. Whether it be improper casting or close quarters casting or something, you know, it's going to happen. So when it does, it puts a lot of stress on the Quick Links, and I've seen where they start to open up. Granted, it's rated for 80 pounds, man, that withstands a hell of a shock when you have a backlash. However, I'm still in the spot that if I see it opening up, what happens to that major fish that I decide to put the brakes on? Is it going to open up on me or is it not? I don't want to take the chance. So what I did was I started looking on the market and I found some more heavy-duty ones. And these are actually rated for 175 pounds. So we've also paired them up with the Super Swivel. That's a stainless steel that's also rated for 170 pounds. So now I'm going to upgrade my gear and show you how I'm going to do it. So let's get on. Because I got to go fishing. I don't know about y'all, but man, I've got the itch and I got a scratch. So let's see. What I'm using here is an SX Raptor with the Tackle Industries extra heavy 9-foot blank or 9-foot rod. This is one of my little favorite rods to go to because I can fish with it all day and not get tired of throwing it and casting and so forth. However, you know, there's still, and this was one of the other things too. Right here, I've actually tied a knot. Alright, so here's my loop end right here that I have back braided on itself. However, in a pinch at night, what it was easier for me to do is do a regular knot. Well, that's the beauty of the Jerry Brown. As you can see, I've done it and undone it and did it and, you know, all kinds of stuff. Well, this is what I'm trying to get away from, is me having to tie knots. That is what the Quick Link is going to be designed for and used for. So let me go ahead and get this off real quick while I'm talking with y'all. But I really like those Quick Links because it gives me the ability of not having to worry about messing with my braid as I change in and out of leaders and so forth. Because even when I get back to the shop, occasionally I'll have something that's jacked up on a leader. Maybe I have a bad fray or something like that. So instead of having to undo my knots, which sometimes can take a little while because one, it does cinch down, but at the same time this hollow core is pretty awesome where you can still get it undone. You just got to shake it up a little bit, and I mean by shaking it is exactly what I'm doing, moving it, wiggling it back and forth, and it really does help get it all unset. So alright, and there you go, right in front of y'all. And it was a little harder right now because this is dried up braid from when I went fishing my last trip, which was about a week ago. Yes, a very long time. That's why I have an itch and I got a scratch. So here's the 100-pound test and there's the loop. But as you can see, still no frays. I mean, this is awesome braid. But now that Quick Link, grab that real quick. Alright, so now that I got my Quick Link here, I love this. This is going to be nice. I can't wait to get it out there today. So there's several ways you can attach it. One is a simple way of just putting it through and pulling your quick link through it and folding right over. This will hold, no worries. However, what I like to do is do a little bit more than that. Right, so here's my next one, and as you can see, this was a break off, and what I did was I just did a simple loop knot and doubled up my braid there so that way it can come to my swivel. So now that will answer many of y'all's questions of being able to tie braid or tie the hollow core like you do regular braid and mono. Yes, it will work. I just like to have twice the amount of braid toward my swivel at all times. And the reason for that is obviously more abrasion resistance, and also this is the most dangerous point of your whole connection is right there, because as it comes over an edge, that's the first thing it's going to hit. As you can see, you know, that right there is a very dangerous spot. So I like to have it doubled up. I've yet to have one cut off right there, but I guess it's because it's working. I mean, and so again on this one, look, I'm loosening it up and shaking it a little bit. Do some shake and bake earlier today. Get my knot undone. Set my leader off to the side real quick. Add another quick link. And then open it up. Send it through once and 2 times. And then I'm going to cinch it down. And there you go. Even works on these loop end knots like that. Go ahead and attach my leader back on. There you go. Nice. And now my final leader is the same way. It was a break off as well, and what I did was do a loop end knot. Got it doubled up over here, and let's get it opened up. Sometimes too it helps if you wet the line, because the salt water, as soon as it dries up, it makes it a little bit more hard to deal with. Go, get my knot undone. And that's the other thing about the braid. I mean, you saw it was under tremendous pressure, but there is no line memory. So that is beauty right there. So get my next one. Go and get my loop set up. Install it on. Open it up. Go once, twice, and make sure to cinch it down to where you got both lines nice and tight. And there you go. So now I'll go ahead and attach my leader back on. And actually this is one of the other leaders that we are switching up the game, and we're using a big Kailh hook on there because I've got a theory. And the theory is also to, with the way the drums are hitting, they're doing that light pull and getting off. Well, a few years ago, and I'm talking maybe 5 years ago, I was fishing next to a guy and I was using my double drops, and I kept getting that. It was that pull and I'd miss, pull and miss, and I'd land a fish. Every now and then I would land a fish, and I mean, granted, they were very nice size, 28, 29 inches. However, the guy next to me pulls up and he's using the Kailh hooks or croaker hooks. And he's landing fish after fish, and yes, occasionally he would miss, but I got to thinking, what if that helps? That offset right there helps, you know, and it's a wider gap. You know, this is similar to a circle hook, but it's not a circle hook. It'll still get gut hooked like, you know, a J hook will and other circles will. So it got me to thinking, so I started using them, and my hookups also improved at that time. However, on an overall basis, the circle hooks that we use on the leaders they're second to none. So our hookup ratios are great, except on the very rare occasion that these actually work. So I'm going to try it out today. I'm going to be putting my sea lice on this big hook or crab, whatever I can get my hands on today, and we'll be testing it out. So we'll see if that theory works. I just wish I could use more rods during this, but to be legal in the tournament, I gotta follow the rules. So I've got my double drops on the other rods, and I'm gonna be using my Kailh hook on this one. Let's see how it goes.